what goes on, as well as finding out what technical and financial assistance is available for folks who are interested in participating. And we will continue to reiterate some of those benefits as we move forward. The watershed management planning process, as we talked about last time, first and foremost starts with stakeholder input, building partnerships. The only way anything gets done is by folks working together. So first and foremost, it's building partnerships. Second is identifying some of the issues within the watershed. That is, characterizing the watershed. What kinds of issues do we see? Where might they be occurring? So that we can move to the third element, which is focusing on management practices, actions, and measures that can be voluntarily implemented to address those particular issues. A major part of this is designing the implementation program, which is really what the watershed plan is about. What kinds of measures, activities are possible to implement, and how would we go about that? What kind of technical and financial resources are available? What kind of milestones are we going to set? How are we going to determine whether or not we're making a difference and, in fact, seeing a change occur? Over what time frame are we talking about? All of these go into the watershed management plan. The plan itself is not as important as the planning process. The plan is important only in pulling all of the information together so that everybody has a common frame to work with on implementation. And that's really the ultimate goal of this entire effort. Developing the plan is not the goal. It's an interim step to the goal of actually implementing those management practices. Once the practices are implemented, a very logical and reasonable question to ask is, are they making any difference? So as part of this process, we will also put together a monitoring program so that we can determine whether or not management practices are being implemented or making a difference. Are some of the things that we thought were going to work actually working? And if they're not, then through adaptive management, let's revisit that, take a look at it, and see whether or not there's something else we need to be doing and incorporating that in the plan. I mentioned the final draft plan. From our perspective, there never will be a final plan. This is intended to be a living document. As we learn more, we put it in the plan. As we try things and see they work, we put it in the plan. If we try things that don't work and we know why, we put it in the plan. So we're continually updating the plan as progress is being made. That's the watershed management planning process.